Our presence in Vijayapura is because of the fact that Taldeka and the Jesuits of Karnataka are involved in various projects of cooperation in India. It was important for them to let us see some real problems in this city. These are the main ones according to the rector of Jesuits. Shortages or almost permanent lack of water has forced out many farms. This has caused the immigration of many people without professional training to cities like Bombay and Pune, with the consequent problems of adaptation. Because of these problems of adaptation, many of them have fallen into the world of prostitution and have returned to their place of origin as AIDS patients. Vijayapura is the fourth place in number of AIDS patients in the state of Karnataka. Another problem are the suburbs, slums of Vijayapura. It is estimated that there are about 90 slums, stated or unstated. If they are considered slums, it means important social benefits such as protection from expulsion from the place, access to water and electricity supply, and assistance for the education of their children. There is also a cultural and religious fact that has to do with castes. It is prohibited and being reduced nowadays, but it still exists mainly in the villages near the town, Devadasis.
This involvement with this special oppressed group of women in India. In the name of religion and in the name of culture, the oppression of women take place. When they have got some sickness in their family, they tend to offer their girl child to the goddess Allama, and they think that will bring them prosperity and blessing.
The basic idea is that women are dedicated to Jalama goddess. Once they have been offered to the goddess, they are not allowed to get married. They are supposed to serve in the temple and are expected to spend the rest of their lives in it.
Together with that, another oppressive system that was introduced, that was sex work. And legally today in India, this Devadasi system is banned, no more exists. But in reality it is not so.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾದೇಹುಲೂರು ಅಂತ, ಬಸವನ ಬಾಗೇವಾಡಿ ತಾಲೂಕು ನಡುಗುಂದಿಯವ್ರು. ನಾವು ಏಟ್ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಮಹಿಳಾ ಸಂಘದಾಗ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಹಾಗೂ ಲೈಂಗಿಕ ವೃತ್ತಿ ನಿರಂತರ ಮಹಿಳೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಬಾಂಬೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ 5 ವರ್ಷದ. ನಾವು ಈ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಒಂದು ಮೂಢನಂಬಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂಢನಂಬಿಕೆಯಿಂದನೇ ಬಂದವ್ರು. ನಾವು ಬೇಕಂತ ದೇವದಾಸರಾಗಬೇಕು, ನಮಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಾವು ಶ್ರೀಮಂತರಾಗಬೇಕಂತ ಬಂದವರಲ್ಲ, ಬಡತನ ಕುಟುಂಬದಾಗಿದ್ದ ಬಂದವ್ರು. ನಾವು ಆ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೇನು ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಏನೈತಿ, ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮುಂದೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ನಮ್ಮದು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಾವು ಊರು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೈಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಹೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಆ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳು ಹಿಂದೊಂದು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಜೋಪಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟದೊಳಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು.
We also see another oppressive system. The children of this Devadasi women suffer due to lack of identity, and especially the girl children. And if the sex work takes place in their house, in their home, it is high possibility that girl children are also used for the sex work. And their childhood is gone. The parents do not take care, these mothers do not take care of their children. They do not send them to the school.
These mothers migrate to other states, other cities like Maharashtra, Mumbai. In these places, prostitution is commonplace, wandering from one place to another. It severely affects the education of their children.
this takes place in a particular caste, which is the so-called low caste in India. And low caste women are made to dedicate themselves to this system. This is most unfortunate.
From the beginning, we have realized that the problem of the Devadasi and their girl children is related to the situation of the Dalit caste. This situation is aggravated in the slums of Vijayapura. The inhabitants of these slums are mainly construction workers, household workers, drivers, and babysitters. These people come mostly from those people returning from emigration. They lack all kinds of resources and settle down wherever they can. There are many men working 4 days a week and earning about 300 rupees a day, which are completely spent on alcohol. Jesuits have been working with groups of women and with the leaders of the slums for about 15 years in order to organize them so as to declare them, that is, register them with the government. When they get the slum statement or registration, the government buys the land they occupy so they cannot be expelled. Otherwise, a bulldozer anytime could break down everything.
சோர்வில்லை தோற்பில்லை அன்பு நெறியில் அரங்கள் வளர்த்திட நின்னை சரணடைந்தேன் கண்ணம்மா நின்னை சரணடைந்தேன்.
Vijayapura is one of the districts where a lot of people are infected with HIV/AIDS. The reason is because they migrate to the big cities like Pune, Goa, Maharashtra, Bombay, this type of people for their work. And also due to their culture, they have become prostitutes. So they run in homes. And because of this, all these people, most of them are infected with HIV/AIDS. And government has taken a lot of care. But then these people do not stop their services and they continue. This has become a part of their work. And then they are infected. At early stages, they do not know what is the sickness. They are very careless. And in the third or the fourth stage, they are infected more, they can't help themselves, then they land up in the hospital.
Jesuits have built a hospital in Vijayapura, which is run by a congregation of nuns. There, they can take care of patients with serious infections who have no resources.
And all of them are infected, not only with HIV, but other infections. Like tuberculosis is one of the major problems, and they get liver enlargement, pancreas, stomach problems, continuous diarrhea, fever, wastage, lot of other problems they'll end up this year. Of pleural effusion, abdominal fluid collection, the last stages. People, they just bring them, leave them here and they disappear. The relatives, they do not take care of them. So it all depends on us how we accept them, take care of them. Because it's our responsibility to care for them. And in this way we are finding it very, very difficult for the maintenance also. Because the whole responsibility is ours. It's not theirs. And when we ask them at least contribute something towards it, we have no work, We don't have a family to support. We are left like this. What are we going to do? So if we also send them away, they will just die. Most of them die like that. And now we have started from last year the children's home. We started with Tejeshwari, and she is one of the girls, and she is also with us. And she has no parents, and our people don't want her, and she was brought to us here. Then there is a home for the sisters that take care of them. But these boys, these are all of them orphans. The parents have died of HIV/AIDS, and their uncles and grandmothers are taking care of them, and they are not able to take care of them. Two boys have, one boy have a mother, another boy have a father. They are also infected, and they can't afford to look after them.
Vijayapura is the commitment of the Jesuits. Here they have a school and a college in the outskirts of a slum. They began to teach an intermediate course to children who had left education because of the emigration. It is remarkable the contrast of watching digital boards in the classroom with the outside landscape of the slum. The origin of the children is above all from the slums and from the Devadasis, and children who are carriers of faiths who have been rejected by other institutions attend the place as well. They have been teaching vocational training in many skill sets for 15 years. The electrical branch is approved by the government, and it allows people who complete it to get a job. The rest of the branches are not approved, but the Jesuits help students to get a job in factories and workshops.
ನಾನು 9th ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ನಾನು ಬಿಜಾಪುರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೌಪಚಾರಿಕ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ ನಂತರ ಭಾಳ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಲಿಯುವಂಥದ್ದು ಭಾಳ ಇದೆ. ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಮುಂದೆ ಕಲಿಸಬೇಕೆಂದು ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಇನ್ನೂ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಸಹಾಯ ಸಂಘದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸ ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು.
And our Center for Non-Formal Education works for two things: the rehabilitation of women, that they should give up that system, oppressive system, and come back to the mainstream. Secondly, rehabilitation of the children.
Children are trained and, where possible, removed from the situation of non-identity and oppression they come from. They receive this training from different places and through the system of the hostels. It allows them to get help and company. The social psychological help is also needed so that they can overcome the non-identity status they have been subjected to, and also the inferiority complex it leads to.
ನಾವು ದುಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಪೆನ್ಷನ್ ಪಗಾರದಿಂದಲೇ ನಾವು ಸಂಸಾರ ಹೇಗೋ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿನೂ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮನೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಓದೋದು ಬರೆಯೋದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಶಾಲೆಯಿಂದ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದ ನಂತರ ಕೆಲಸ ನನ್ನ ತಾಯಿ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಅವಳಿಗೇನಾದರೂ ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾವು ಚೇತನ ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸುಧಾರಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಮುಂದೋದಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತ ಕಲಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನನ್ನ ಕನಸು ನೆರವೇರ್ತಂತ ನಾನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಆ ದೇವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸರ್.
The two hostels of Vijayapura welcome children from the slums, daughters of single Devadasi mothers, and children who are carriers of AIDS, who are orphans of parents who died because of this illness. The deep look we see in many of them has to do with their condition and the difficult life they have suffered. These hostels work closely with the College of the Jesuits. Its existence has allowed children of the Dalit caste to have access to a baccalaureate, which was previously vetoed for being a non-compulsory education. They were excluded due to their status of caste. In these hostels, children have access to hygienic health conditions, potable water, showers, and a varied diet, and regular medical checkups.
ಈಗ ಒಬ್ಬಾಕಿ 9 ಗಂಟೆ ಹೋಗ್ಕಾಡ್ರಿ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ, ಒಬ್ಬಾಕಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಈಗ 1 ಗಂಟೆ ಹೋಗ್ಕಾಡ್ರಿ. ಈಗ ಒಬ್ಬಾಕಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫೀಸಿಂದ ನಾವು ಬೀದರ್ಗೆ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ಭಾಳ ಸುಧಾರಿಸ್ಯಾಳು. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸುಧಾರಿಸಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ದೇವದಾಸ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಸುಳ್ಳು, ಅದು ಬ್ಯಾಡ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಇದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ ರೀ.
We, with our benefactors, with our friends, with our well-wishers, march ahead with a great sense of hope that one day all these oppressed women will be liberated and there will be an end to this oppressive system, and especially the children of Devadasi women and especially the girl children will have a dignified life and a life which gives them meaning, life which gives them perfect dignity which each one wants to enjoy. Thank you.
From Taldeka, we support children from the hostel in Navachitana to give them a future without degrading submission to social norms for a human being, and without the detriments of the Devadasi women's status. A future without poverty imposed by belonging to the Dalit caste, and without illnesses like AIDS, which is a result of the violence and sexual exploitation they endure. We are convinced that through education provided by Jesuits from Karnataka, there is a future full of hope for these children. And one day, not too distant, the downpour of inequalities and injustices will stop for Dalits in India.